Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now flesh fruits we are discussing. So previous video continuation only flesh fruits information. Now flesh fruits. Flesh fruits, our knowledge point of view, we have been divided into 5 types, isn't it? So what are those flesh fruits? Berry, berry, pome, pepper, so hesperidium and drupe we have seen, isn't it? So previously in a previous video 3 side headings we have seen. What are those? Berry, pome, pepper, next one. These 3 we have seen, isn't it? Now in this video we are discussing hesperidium as well as drupe. So if you discuss hesperidium and drupe, no, so 2 means of flesh fruits information will be completed. Now let us see by one more time. Flesh fruits are there. So these flesh fruits, our convenience to study, we have been divided into following types. What are those? Berry, pome, pepper, hesperidium and drupe. So berry, pome, pepper, hesperidium and drupe. So these 3 side headings information in previous video we have discussed. Now in this video we are discussing hesperidium and drupe. These 2 also comes under flesh fruits. Right. Now first one, hesperidium. So first and very very important point, hesperidium is a characteristic of fruit of the family is Rutaceae. So means what is the best example which comes under hesperidium means, once you come on to the last line of hesperidium, so citrus species. So for example lemon we will be taking now. So lemon is the best example of Rutaceae family members. Not only Rutaceae family members, this citrus species best example of the fruit is hesperidium type of flesh fruit. So many examinations. So these 3 points are important. Hesperidium, so best example of flesh fruit which we can be seen in citrus species, belongs to the family is Rutaceae. Now this particular hesperidium fruit, it is developed from the multilocular superior ovary of multicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. One more time, multilocular superior ovary of multicarpellary and Syncarpus gynoecium. So here these particular lines are there now. So these lines are most important to remember. We have to remember at any cost. Okay, hesperidium point of view, so superior ovary of multicarpellary and Syncarpus gynoecium. So here few clues I will give you. What are the clues now? So our knowledge point of view, flesh fruits we have been divided into 5 types now. So what are the clues now I am going to give you is, out of 5 types, in a berry information, so we didn't discuss. So here the position of ovary, either inferior or superior, we didn't discuss. But so in remaining 2 means, one is a pome and pepper, there we are discussed what is the inferior ovary we have seen. So means in a pome and a pepper, inferior ovary we will observe. Next one in hesperidium as well as in a drupe, no, superior ovary we will observe. So means out of 5 types, in berry they didn't give information regarding the which one position of ovary. So no need to discuss about the position of ovary in berry. Next one in poem and pepo. So inferior ovary we are discussing. Inferior ovary we can see in a poem as well as a pepo. Now in a hesperidium and a drupe, what is information we are observing is, so position of ovary is superior. Once you see that the position of ovary is superior, position of ovary is superior. A point you understood. So here in a hesperidium, superior ovary we are observing, as well as in a drupe also superior ovary we are observing. So that is a point I can give to remember. Okay, at least if you remember these particular points, suppose if they ask any kind of questions, so at least we can identify the answer by the eliminating method. Right. Now let us see. So it is hesperidium is developed from the or developed by multilocular superior ovary of multicarpellary and syncarpous gynoecium with seeds developed from the central axis. After fertilization, ovules only develops into seeds, isn't it? So ovules develops into seeds, and these seeds are arised from the or attached to the which one? Central axis. So this particular point also is important. Next one, pericarp is divided into an or pericarp. Our convenience to study here also pericarp we have been divided into 3 types. Pericarp we have been divided into 3 types. So there first one is, so first one means epicarp we will be taking now. Epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp likewise. So there epicarp definitely outermost layer now. So this particular outermost layer seems to be like a leathery. Citrus species, once you remember hesperidium, at least you try to remember which one lemon you can remember, so thereby you will understand this explanation clearly. So epicarp and outermost which one? Pericarp layer, if you see there, that outermost layer we will be calling as epicarp. That one is leathery, means so thereby leathery epicarp is present and with many glands of volatile oils. So thereby we will play now. So with the volatile oils which are present on the leathery epicarp. So that is a main important point of volatile oils. So volatile oils. Next one, white papery mesocarp, means in a middle of the pericarp, if you see there, papery mesocarp means after removal of outer layer, we will remove while having orange, we will remove a white papery mesocarp. So we all people have experienced with that, isn't it? So leathery epicarp we have seen which will have volatile oils, and the second one in the middle we will observe the mesocarp. That one is seems to be like a papery mesocarp, means a paper like structure, white color structure we will observe now, white papery mesocarp. White papery mesocarp is present. That papery mesocarp is attached to the epicarp. Mesocarp definitely attached to the epicarp, and inner endocarp, if you see inner endocarp which has many chambered, that is only while having orange we will remove chamber by chamber, one chamber by one chamber likewise. So it is seems to be like many chambered filled with juicy edible hairs. So if you observe that particular orange very clearly, so there what are the things we will eat there? So many chambers will be there, and within the many chambers edible juicy hairs are present. Juicy hairs are present. So this is a small explanation of which one? Citrus species. A point you understood. What are the main important points now I would like to discuss is hesperidium, characteristic family of Rutaceae family. Next one there. So here, so these are all points. Means here our convenience to study pericarp is divided into 3 types. First one is epicarp, second one is mesocarp, and third one is endocarp. So epicarp being like leathery. Okay. Next one, and consists of volatile oils. Next one, white papery mesocarp. Mesocarp is being like how white papery mesocarp is present. Next one, endocarp, how it will be now with many chambers and filled with juicy edible hairs. Now citrus species, best example means you can take lemon or orange, any kind of citrus species we can be taken as best example. Now in fleshy fruits, fifth sided, that is drupe. This particular drupe also NEET examination point of view, so many times they are asking. So right, it is one seeded fleshy fruit which develops from unilocular superior ovary of multicarpellary or monocarpellary or multicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. So here also one common point here we can be taken, which one, suppose if you take pome, pepo and berry, pome, pepo, hesperidium and drupe, likewise if you see many types, no. So one and only, and one point or one more point also is like common point. What is that? Syncarpus gynoecium. So means in 5 types also we have seen Syncarpus gynoecium, isn't it? Means, so in 5 types, berry, pome, pepo, hesperidium and drupe, in 5 types also we have seen Syncarpus gynoecium, and position of gynoecium point of view, in pome and pepo we have seen inferior ovary. Next one, in hesperidium and drupe we are observing superior ovary. So these are all differentiated points. So thereby, at least if you remember all these points, no, technically, so suppose if they ask any questions in NEET examinations, very easily we can give answers. Right. Now, drupe point of view, the fruit is characterized by stony endocarp. Means here if you see now these kind of fruits, no, here definitely, so what we can see, endocarp is stony. It will be, seems to be like very strong. For example, coconut we know very well. So while having of white kernel endosperm, so we will break down the stony endocarp, isn't it? So next one, Mangifera indica, mango also. So that particular seed will be there now. We have experienced with that, isn't it? So means this particular stony endocarp we are observing in mango. Mango scientific name is Mangifera indica. Next one, coconut. Coconut plant scientific name is Cocos nucifera. So these are scientific names also important. Try to save in your mind. Once you try to say along with me, mango scientific name is, or mango plant scientific name is Mangifera indica. Next one, Cocos nucifera is a scientific name of coconut plant. Next one. So here this particular information regarding which one? Fleshy fruits. Now successfully we have completed 5 types of fleshy fruits. So what are those? What are the side headings we have seen? Berry, pome, pepo, hesperidium, and one more is drupe. Now here what are the main important points now we are discussing here? In a drupe, no, endocarp is stony. Next one, if you take a Mangifera indica, mesocarp is there, we will have no juicy pulp like such. So that is there, no, that is so here is made up of mesocarp. Next one, so male like suppose if you say, if you take unripened mango, there we will remove outermost layer. So like outermost layer we will remove, no? So that one we can be taken as epicarp. Epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp. Endocarp definitely perfectly stony endocarp is present. So this particular point important to try to save in your mind. Right. In our textbook, no. So just they have mentioned only hesperidium as well as drupe. That is also just 1 or 2 lines only they have given. They didn't give much information. So now I have given elaborate information on this. Right. Now after completion of fleshy fruits, now let us start to discuss dry fruits. So dry fruits are there. So these fruits pericarp remains dry. So these fruits pericarp remains dry, undifferentiated when ripen or when ripe. So thereby what is the thing, when these particular fruits are ripened, there the pericarp remains dry and undifferentiated, means so like a previous one, this particular pericarp we cannot be distinguished into epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, we cannot. Right. Now these dry fruits, for our convenience to study, we have been divided into three types. Now let me explain one by one. So along with me you try to respond. So first one is dry dehiscent, second one is dry indehiscent, and third one is schizocarpic. One more time, dry dehiscent, dry indehiscent, and third one is schizocarpic. So these three members, dry dehiscent, dry indehiscent, and third one is schizocarpic, these three things or these 3 points which are comes under dry fruits. So these are in dry fruits, when this particular pericarp remains dry and undifferentiated when it is ripened. Point understood. Now first of all, now let us see dry dehiscent fruit. So that is a side heading, dry dehiscent. So again, this particular dry dehiscent fruit also, for our convenience to study, we have been divided into following types. So first one is legume and second one is capsule. So first one is legume and second one is capsule. Okay, so legume point of view, what is information we can be discussed, means this particular legume develops from the unilocular half inferior ovary, so half inferior ovary or half superior ovary, half inferior ovary or half superior ovary. So thereby here what is the point we can discuss, means when we are observing about the half inferior or half superior, did you remember any point? So once discussing about the based on the position of gynoecium on the thalamus, so there in perigynous type, in perigynous type of ovary, we have discussed about the half inferior or half superior. So thereby whenever you will observe, important point, listen carefully. So whenever you observe about the inferior ovary, that is also not completely half inferior ovary or half superior ovary. If you observe this particular thing, means that particular example you can be taken under which one? Fabaceae family members. So Fabaceae family members, well-known examples are there, Dolichos lablab and one more is Pisum sativa. Now what is the information? If you see there, Dolichos and P. So these kind of fruits are in a Fabaceae family members. So what is the type of seeds we can observe, or the fruit? Legume types. Legume type of fruit we can observe. So in a legume type, what is the point we are discussing? Unilocular, half inferior ovary, half which one? Monocarpellary gynoecium. Unilocular, half inferior ovary, where we can see in monocarpellary gynoecium. Right. Next one, the fruit dehiscence is dorsiventrally into two halves. So if you observe this, that particular fruit dehiscence, so how it will be now? Suppose if you observe there, that particular fruit dehiscence is how? Dorsiventrally into two halves. Means if you see that dehiscence and all, so very easily we can understand that one. Okay, so the fruit or the legume fruit dehiscence, how? Dorsiventrally into two halves, liberating seeds out. So when that particular pod will be dehiscence like dorsiventrally, automatically two halves of formation takes place. So two halves and liberate the seeds. So this particular legume is a characteristic of feature of Fabaceae family members. Characteristic of feature of Fabaceae family members. So Fabaceae family members. Next one. So up to here, what is information? Dry fruits. So our convenience to study three types are there: dry dehiscent, dry indehiscent, and third one is schizocarp. In dry dehiscent, what are the points we have discussed? Dry dehiscence of fruits, now two types are there. One is legume and second one is capsule. Legume best example we are observing in Fabaceae family members. In a Fabaceae family members, what is the main important point I am stressing to remember? That is half inferior ovary. If you observe unilocular half inferior ovary, so there, but definitely you try to remember the Fabaceae family member. So Fabaceae family members, well known examples are one is Dolichos and one more is pea plant. Pea plant scientific name Pisum sativa. Now in a dry dehiscent, no legume we have completed. Now let us see the information of which one? Capsule. Capsule, right. Now it is a dry dehiscent fruit which develops from unilocular or multilocular superior or inferior ovary of bi or multicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. Once you observe there, so here each and every type, no, so they have given options also. Once you see there, unilocular or multilocular, superior ovary of inferior ovary, or bi or multi. So this one very easy we can remember. Why? Because here all types we are observing. Once you see that, so suppose if you take a dry dehiscent fruit, unilocular ovary is there as well as multilocular ovary is there, like superior ovary is there or inferior ovary is there of bi or multicarpellary. Means in this particular capsule, you know, all types we will discuss. Locules, uni is there, means single is there or more are there. Next one, ovary position is inferior is there as well as superior is there. Next one, carpellar, carpellar type, no, so there bicarpellary condition we can observe or monocarpellary condition we can observe. And here common point, that is Syncarpus gynoecium. So thereby capsule dry dehiscent fruit there which is developed from the unilocular or the multilocular or superior ovary of inferior ovary of bi or multicarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. Next one, at maturity. At maturity, so this particular point is important. Why? Because so first two lines is a common, no need to remember. Okay, all types of characteristic points they have given, so that's why, so no need to remember. But what is the point to be discussed mainly means, that is so at maturity capsules dehiscence in a different ways. These capsule dehiscence or dehisce in a different ways. So according to there, they have been classified into following types. Means here based on the dehiscence of the capsule. Based on the dehiscence of the capsule, so we have been divided into following types. So first of all, types you try to by heart. So later let us see the explanation later. Now once you see there, so what is the information we can be taken? So first one is septicidal, next one is loculicidal, and third one is septifragal. First one is based on the which one? Based on the dehiscence. Based on the dehiscence of this capsule, so we have been divided into three types. So far we have been divided into three types. So what are those? So first one is septicidal, second one is loculicidal, and third one is septifragal. Right. Now septicidal point of view. So what is the information we can be taken under septicidal? Means that information is capsule dehiscence or the dehiscence along the septa between the locules into the definite number of pieces which are equals to the number of carpels. My dear students, so here one important explanation diagrammatically I will give you. So that explanation is, what is that? So this one is septicidal, loculicidal and septifragal information point of view. So here one small diagram I have drawn here. Once you see there, so what is that explanation? No, once you come on to the diagram, so once you see there, so already in previous time also once I have given, but this particular seeds or the capsule explanation mainly depends on this particular diagram only. That's why let me explain this diagram once, later let me move forward. Right, now see there, so here this entire one is ovary. Entire one is ovary. Next one, within the ovary lines are there, no? These lines, so this one, this one, this one and this one. So these lines we will be calling as septa. septa line. So means once you see there, because of the presence of a septa, this particular ovary divided into many compartments, many compartments, isn't it? Suppose here this particular septa only is not there, means so this one entire one seems to be like a free central placentation, isn't it? But because of the presence of this septa, it is being like how axial placentation. So in previous videos we have seen, no, right? Now what is the point to be explained is, now this particular line is a septa. Now from this septa to here, next septa, from here to here, this particular compartment or the chamber we will be calling as carpel. Once you see there, once you see, so this particular thing, so means from this line to here, so this particular gap or the chamber we will be calling as carpel. So now here total how many carpels are there? Once you see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? So four chambers are there, isn't it? So these 4 chambers, because of the presence of 4 carpels, this particular ovary we can be taken as, this particular ovary we can be taken as how tetracarpellary condition, isn't it? Tetracarpellary. Why? Because here 4 chambers are there now. So here first 1, 2, 3, 4 carpels. Okay, so why we are, how we are calling 4 carpels? Because of the presence of a septa. Because of the presence of a septa. So because of the presence of a septa, so that particular thing, okay, this particular ovary divided into many parts. Now here in this particular case, once you see there, so ovule, so within the ovary, so ovules are present. So when this particular empty space is occupied by the ovule, no, remaining empty space is there, no, remaining empty space we can be taken as locule. Remaining empty place we will be calling as locule. Remaining empty space we are calling as locule. Means what is the point now I am going to give you is, locule is a empty space. Next one, this particular line is a septa, and from one line to next line, the particular chamber we will be calling as, that particular chamber is calling as carpel. Right. Now, so here this particular capsule is divided into following types. What are those? Septicidal, loculicidal, septifragal. Now septicidal capsule. Okay, septicidal capsule. So information now let us see. Septicidal capsule dehiscence along the septa between the locules. Means here once you see that this particular capsule dehiscence along the septa. So septa is nothing but this particular line only, no. So means in this particular case, no, in septicidal, so fruit dehiscence or the capsule dehiscence will be there along with the septa. So only at septa, only at the septa. Suppose if a dehiscence we are observing, means that particular case we can be taken under septicidal. Now, so here what is the information? So when this particular capsule is a dehiscence takes place along with the septa, so thereby here the number of pieces, how many number of pieces of formation takes place? No, all these pieces number is equals to the carpel. So thereby here the piece of or the pieces, the number of pieces which is equals to the number of carpels. Okay, in this particular case, no, seeds remains with the walls. Seed remains with the walls. So best example is Aristolochia. So best example is Aristolochia. Best example is Aristolochia. Next example, next side heading is loculicidal capsule. Loculicidal point of view, once you see there, so definitely we can understand this particular dehiscence takes place at locule. Locule is nothing but empty space only now. So thereby let us see that one. So at maturity, capsule dehiscence through the middle portions of the locules. Middle portion of the locule, so this entire place is locule only, no. So thereby definitely here we can see. So this is only the main middle part. So middle portion of the locules, isn't it? Middle portion of the locules. In this also fruit splits into a number of pieces which is equals to the number of carpels. So here the number of chambers or the number of pieces which is equals to the number of carpels. So loculicidal best examples are one is Gossypium and one more is Epilomascus esculentum, lady's finger. Gossypium herbaceum, scientific name of cotton, and Epilomascus esculentum, scientific name of lady's finger. Right. Now third side heading is septifragile. Septifragile point of view, in this type the fruit wall dehiscence. The fruit wall dehiscence process takes place in both ways, means either loculicidal, or suppose if it is not possible, definitely septicidal, definitely possible. Either this one or this one, means maybe loculicidal or maybe septicidal manner, leaving seeds in the central axis. Means in this particular case, no, the leaves are present on the central axis of the placenta. So best example is Datura. So now what are the examples to be discussed? Means septicidal example is Aristolochia. Next one, loculicidal examples Gossypium and lady's finger. Next one, septifragile point of view, Datura. So these three members definitely we can be given explanation based on this diagram. So this is a small information regarding which one? Fruit. There in fruit, no, fleshy fruits continuation information I have given. Later dry fruits information. In a dry fruits information we have been discussed regarding dry dehiscence. In the next video I will give information regarding dry indehiscent fruits, dry indehiscent fruit. After completion of that one, so remaining points or remaining fruits types also let us see forward. Thank you, ma'am. Be safe at home. Try to watch this video so until getting of this particular information. Thank you.